Hi, I'm making a video about my eating disorder recovery. I'm currently in a residential treatment facility and I've been here for about 2 weeks. And part of the process and journey is to slowly increase yourself to different exposures. And I am at the stage right now where I am doing or attempting to do solo passes where you go away from the larger group and you are alone with your snack and you see how you are able to do in that situation and um, whether you're able to get through it and with behaviors or um, and the goal is to obviously do none of that but to do the best of your ability. My last pass was earlier in the week and I don't consider it to be the greatest. I think that's why we're redoing it, but also it's better to have more than one experience anyway. And the first pass, I spent most of the time going back and forth about what I should do, what I should do, what I should do. Um, Having my intrusive thoughts of um, ah, wanting to restrict um, and exercise and things like that. And I did what I could and I was honest about it, of course, because honesty is very important to me. So, with the second pass, I was going to be going into it with absolutely no idea what I should be doing and what I could do to make this time different than the last time and make it a little more successful is not the right word, but I'm going to use it anyway. And it's probably better to go into something like this with a game plan. And in speaking about it with someone here that I've met that I greatly respect, Lindsay, um, which is the reason that I'm actually doing this video, because she thought that it would be a good idea and maybe just because she wanted to watch me. But um, I sort of to process my feelings afterwards and how it went. And I'll say that it has gone better this time. And I did successfully um, eat 100% and have not used any behaviors. I think that it was really helpful to me to have that support from another person. I think that that's huge and also something that I lack, and that could be a big piece of why I struggle so much. Not all of it, obviously, but it's a piece of it. And I think it's also easier to not be surrounded by other people. Being in a big group where I'm wondering, also, with my social anxiety disorder, wondering what other people are thinking of me, possibly, even though I know that they're just struggling with getting through their own meals. But I always make up stories in my head. So I'm worried about what people are thinking about me, um, what I'm eating, what I'm not eating, and then my own fears surrounding finishing it, um, and then how I'm going to feel afterwards. The What's going to happen to my body? Am I going to blow up like a balloon if I finish this snack? And thoughts like that. And I think it was important to consume it in the beginning and not give it a chance to get my thoughts going 100 miles an hour. And also, I listened to Wilson Phillips' song Hold On and a little Christina Aguilera. Maybe that motivated me a little bit, but it did distract me. And I feel a little guilty about finishing it, even though the idea is to feel probably more proud of myself. But I do feel a little guilty. I feel like it has caused my body to already expand. And I'm still sitting with it. I'm still sitting with it. I feel extremely full, even if it wasn't the largest amount of food, it was just a snack. But there's kind of a small gap sometimes between the snacks and the meals here that it seems like you're just constantly eating. I know that with time, this will be a success, and I need to remember that part of my recovery is exactly doing this and not engaging in any behaviors afterwards or just not consuming it at all. It's the whole reason that I'm here is to get better, and it's so easy to lose sight of that and to find motivation to I start to think, because I struggle so much with self-hatred, that I start to wonder why I should even finish food, because I deserve to be tortured and suffer my entire life. And with my suicidality, I wonder why to even bother if I'm just going to just going to die, quite frankly and honestly. So that's why I'm working on trying to figure out my motivation and my reason behind all of that, and what really drives me to want to recover, because I came here for a reason, and I'm starting to forget what that reason was because it's so hard. I need to figure out how to find happiness and what brings me happiness other than nature and the feelings that I get. And the only time I feel genuine happiness is in nature. And I just don't think that that's enough. And so I need to figure out some more goals that will push me to continue and to work hard and hopefully get more opportunities and more things like going out in public, even though that's freaking frightening. But going out in the real world, so to speak, and eating out there and figuring out what it's going to be like in situations for when I'm not in a treatment facility, and how to deal with these feelings and how to combat all of that. It's really, really, really stressful and really, really scary. And I think that you become comfortable, or I should say, I become comfortable when I am in a comfortable environment, in a safe environment. And then it's hard to go back out into life. And I know that I'm capable of it, even though that's hard to admit. I know deep down that I'm capable of it. I have been in eating disorder residential before, and that has led to my longest period of recovery. So, this video really was supposed to um, just process how I felt after having that snack and how I was able to do with that snack. And I think it brought up a lot of other feelings and a lot of other reasons why it was actually a positive and not a negative. Because it's really, really this feels like it's the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. Just all of this treatment in general. And I think because I've been in similar situations like this multiple times in my life, I truly believe that this time is the hardest because of a lack of support. In the past, I've had at least one other support person, and this time I don't. And so it feels so hard and so alone. But I'm trying to not let that hold me back and hinder my recovery. Because ultimately, it's not about the other people, it's about me. It's about me, my own health, my own well being, and that is why I'm here. And that is why I just finished my first solo snack successfully, 100% without behaviors. Crazy, right? The small things in life, except for someone with an eating disorder, it's not small. I'm sure you get it. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll make another video about something else, or maybe not. Anyways, thank you.